Hi guys, welcome to AdamMcKola TV. I am Adam, he is Dean. We're outside Old Trafford where Manchester United have been beaten 2-1 by Crystal Palace. Oh man, so disappointed. I did not see that coming. The weather's glorious, the sun is shining. Saturday, 3 o'clock kickoff here at Old Trafford. We've just beaten Chelsea 4-0 at Old Trafford, drew with Wolves. You're thinking, go on United, make it 7 points out of 9. Make me feel good again. I was excited, bouncing, coming down here to Old Trafford, and then this goes and happen. We get slapped by Roy Hodgson's Crystal Palace, and me and Dean are walking back to the car now, and we're going to have a chat about it all the way home if I don't fall over the steps. Just nearly dropped and bust my head. That'll probably just be a perfect way to round up the day. We just finished fan cams, which were interesting. I don't like doing fan cams when we lose, but there were a lot of interesting chats today. Dean, what do you make of that, bro?
Obviously, I think a lot of people are seeing vexed, to be honest, and I think we kind of have a right to be vexed, to be honest. I think, again, for me, Crystal Palace haven't been great for the start of this season and then back end of last season. So I come here, like I say in the preview, said 3-0. Then basically we got a proper job done on us, really. Like Roy Hodgson absolutely done us on it. Like literally, they've had like three chances, buried 2 of them. And have supporters at the game. We should have scored a penalty, yes, but in reality we didn't really create nothing, and that's the disappointing thing for me, to be honest.
It is. We didn't create anything. Literally, we had a penalty. We should have scored. Okay, missed another penalty this week, but I'm not going to, abuse Rashford for missing a penalty. What I will criticise him for is his performance wasn't that great today. The same with Martial. I thought they had moments. They played in moments, and that's the problem. They were never fully in the game, and like when I keep saying 06, 07 Rooney, Ronaldo, when I joke about that, I mean that's the season when everything clicked for them and they realised I have to get goals. If I don't get goals, I ain't shit. And I don't think they've got that attitude yet. That being disappointed not to score attitude.
I agree to an extent, innit, but like there was no delivery to like Martial had nothing. He was running off scraps, really. Like I think one of the best balls I've seen put through was from Maguire to Rashford. And he arguably should have scored there. Like it was a poor touch. But really, we just apart from Pogba, creatively we have nothing. I just don't see where. Like I say, you look into the side and you're looking at McTominay, and like I say, all this McSauce business.
Shit, McTominay.
Awful. Like what other?
Just me.
Yeah, what teams in the Prem does he get into, really? I just don't see it.
I don't think McTominay is all that. I've never thought he was all that, and that was the issue. Like, we got a £50 million midfielder who wants to get married when we're on pre-season. We got a midfielder who actually wants to be here in Scott McTominay and will work hard and will bleed for the shirt, but he's just not good enough. It's like, why can't, that be the other way around? Like, we need a midfielder that actually wants to be here, wants to fight for the shirt, but has the quality as well. And we're just looking at Paul Pogba. I felt sorry for him today. I feel sorry for Paul Pogba a lot, and people criticise me for defending him. But when I look at him, yes, I want to see you be more consistent. First half, you were awful. Not awful, you weren't good enough. Second half, you were a bit better. And a lot of everything that we did came through him. But come on. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? There's some stupid things that he does when you think he don't need to do that. Some people think Pogba's too slow for our midfield.
I think sometimes he does slow it down, but I think technically he's by far our best midfielder. Like I say, you look into the side. McTominay played the majority of the game, and he's stealing a living. Like, I can understand him playing.
I think the reason everyone's talking about Pogba's performance today is he gave the ball away for the second goal, which is obviously you're going to remember that then. He does that a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, for me, he does give the ball away too much, but at the same time, he's the only decent player we have in possession of the ball.
Yeah.
So I think you can't, if you tell him not to move with the ball, then we'll never have anything. And it's like...
You know why I think he loses the ball like that sometimes? He's always... I don't know whether that's because he knows he has to, or like he's the guy that has to do that. But whenever he gets the ball, yes, sometimes he'll give it short and be like 1-2, 1-2. Yeah. But more often than not, he's looking round for that killer pass.
Yeah, trust me.
And like, I don't think it's because he's always looking for the Hollywood ball. I think he's kind of forced into doing that.
Yeah, because I don't think there's no... Like you said earlier...
He hasn't got a Kante he can just play off for someone good enough like that.
Yeah, you said earlier that you was on about Daniel James, and it's like when people... It looked like some people are maybe not avoiding passing to him sort of thing. It's like, I don't know, he did the same thing last year, Pogba, like... are you looking around and thinking I can give this ball to him and he can hurt the opposition? I don't think you are. We arguably had a better midfield last year when we had Fellaini and Herrera.
No, we had a better midfield last year because we had Herrera.
That's what I'm saying. It's like now, we're not signing no one. Like,
I think already the issues that I said in the summer with the board failing to back him, failing to get a midfielder, failing to get that right winger, because you can't. Someone said it over there. James was a half signing.
Yeah.
And like, I'd never thought of it that way, but it's actually true. He's a signing, but it's not a signing that improves your first 11.
Nah.
Like his goal today was wonderful, but as soon as that went in, I thought I have to change my review because if I come out and say what I was going to say about Daniel James after he scores that, I look like a dickhead. But his everything in the final third wasn't good enough from him today.
Yeah.
They weren't the only ones, so I'm not going to just get onto Daniel James's case. I just feel like he's a player that needs to come off the bench a little bit.
Yeah, he's not. You don't look at. Well, again, I think you said it earlier. Like the only people who was challenging for his signature was Leeds United.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He won't get a sniff anywhere near City, nowhere near Liverpool. Obviously, like I said, he's got a couple of goals in his first 4 games, so you can't argue. But as a player, does he look like he adds a lot to us? Like I say, he offers an outlet of pace, which we haven't had, which is good. But on the ball, it doesn't really look good enough to me. Like his delivery is a bit.
His goal was quality, to be fair.
Quality finish, to be fair. But he's over. Well, his delivery from what I've seen of him doesn't look good enough.
A lot of people talk about Lingard's performance today as well. Yeah. Obviously, Jesse, you're my boy, bro. It's getting hard to defend you out here, you know. You're putting in performances like this today. It was a bad performance from Jesse. And it was. He normally does the simple things right.
Yeah.
Today he wasn't even doing that, was he?
Yeah, I agree. But like at the same time, it's like no one else. He's the only real player who's offering any movement. And I don't think, sometimes I think he helps a lot of other players in the team, but it's like no one kind of gives him a hand and it's like, you know, they're moving when he's got the ball. Like, but again, I
think Jesse and Daniel James are the away from home counter-attack brothers, you know. I don't think that this.
But who have we got?
At home.
Who have we got in midfield? Like, we're bringing on Matt with 5 minutes to go. Like, McTominay played the majority of the game. Like, that tells you enough there. We've not got enough. The thing that gets me is, what's going to happen? Really now, it should be not easy, but we've not got this Europa League, this burden of playing in there. When that comes, mate, Thursday, Sunday, we're going to be absolutely slaughtered, mate. That squad's going to be.
Someone mentioned we should bring back Matic today.
Yeah.
But to be fair,
he holds on to the ball,
when McTominay plays like that, do you know what I mean? When McTominay is playing like that, Matic looks like a decent option.
What does McTominay offer, really? Obviously, he's a bit more energetic in that, but he's awful on the ball. He can't pass forward.
You know what I like McTominay? When he covers the ground in front of the defence, keeps the ball simple. Today I'm seeing him grab the ball, look for these.
Yeah,
boom.
he's looking like
Bruv, that's not you, bro. You can't play them passes.
All these man's gassing up, calling him a McSauce and fucking McMayonnaise and all this nonsense. Man's believed his own hype. He's just a basic player. And obviously he's kind of done a job, like, up until now by doing that, but it's like, you don't have these other parts of the game where, like, you know, at least Herrera had it in his arsenal where he could play a ball through the eye of a needle. You can't do
it. Herrera come from Bilbao, that's why.
Yeah, that's
and Athletic Bilbao, you're a baller.
Yeah.
That's like in Spain, you're a baller anyway. Like, but like Bilbao, they make you like you can play football. You get me? We don't know how to play football.
What happens if Pogba gets injured? Yeah, and again, I'm not saying he was great today, but we look even less likely to
if
score.
Pogba or Martial was injured when he come off the pitch. Pogba, Martial, Rashford get injured, we're done.
And like, we get rid of our best goal scorer. Obviously, I think Martial technically is better than Lukaku and probably has more to his game, but he hasn't proven it yet. But I just don't see where the goals come from. And again, it looked like it today. Like, it looked like it was fortunate we scored in the end, missed the penalty. That was kind of. I said to you, it'd be a fate if he does bloody miss it. After
he did it. I know. When you said that to me, I thought, yeah, he's gonna miss this penalty. There's no point me even thinking it's not happening. This penalty's gonna be missed. I can see some comments saying Ollie out. I'm not
4
really.
4 points from 9, bro. 4 points from 9. If this is Jose and man's gonna lost the red, you know them ones. And even that based on the performance. Like,
to be fair, Jose never got this after 3 games in a season.
Yeah, but look, Crystal Palace at home, they should do us what the 4th, 5th best worst team in the league last season. Come on.
Yeah,
man.
with that being said, and with the way they lost against Sheffield United last week, we should be beating them. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we never got on Jose's. No one said Jose out after 3 games. I've never said Jose out after 3 games.
But that's worrying, isn't it? If you lose it to Crystal Palace at home, and it wasn't even like there's games where we've played before, and like we're battering teams, and then just get unlucky, they score a goal.
Yeah.
Like they scored first. Yeah, it was against a run of play, but that was the best chance. That was the best chance of the game, and we didn't really create anything. And that's the worrying thing for me. We don't look like scoring.
Someone said today, and it was kind of true. Ashley Young was one of our better players in the second half.
That's how, again, we tried to replace this man. He has to come on, and he's still one of our better players. Absolute madness.
Take a year vacation, guys. It's good for your health. Nah, man, you know what? This is something I was kind of expecting. Not today. I was expecting this season to see us have performances like this, but not now. Not in August. I expected us to actually beat them and beat them comfortably today. But I did think, we're going to come unstuck at some point because they're a young team, a young squad, inexperienced manager, yada, yada. But today against Crystal Palace, like...
Gary Cahill, look at Gary Cahill, you know what I'm saying? Like, your man got left on a free from Chelsea and your man's had a quiet game, you know what I'm saying? I don't think any of their centre-backs coming here today thinking, I'm going to have nothing to do with. Your man's coming here and absolutely done nothing.
You know what though, yeah? See, I'm going to sound mental. I thought Martial did well at times today. With some of the stuff he did.
He looked tidy.
Our goal for Daniel James. That was all about Martial got that, but Pogba nearly lost it at one point, and then he just got his toe to it, passed it. That was a great goal. That was actually. That was a very good goal, and especially given the fact that we needed a goal. Cafe Nero's shut. Yeah, drink, man. Need to stay open. They must lose so much business closing early, innit? I see about 4 chances on goal per match. Yeah, there weren't enough chances. That's the thing.
Old Trafford
For a team that sat back, Crystal Palace never got rattled enough today, did they?
Nah, like I said, I think Jay was saying how Hodgson was on the edge of the pitch, kind of thinking to himself, what's going on here? Like,
this is comfy, lads.
What's happened there? And them ones to me, it's madness, man. Again, we're thinking it's going to be this overhaul. We're going to look better at the back. Man got done by a Sunday League goal, Now
I know you didn't do any videos with us during the summer, but in the summer I was saying it not replacing Herrera, not replacing Lukaku. It's gonna cause us issues, and I feel like today was the first game we got to see that because the lack of another option. I don't think he plays McTominay today if we have an option like Herrera. I don't even think McTominay's in the squad if we have an option like Herrera.
You're inevitably going to have a lot of the ball, and it's like, why are you playing my man for? I think your man said it on the fan cam, you get me, talking about Lindelof, and I kind of agree with that. They've just absolutely got at him.
Is that when is talking about Lindelof missing, getting work done for the header?
Obviously they identified it. It's him you go after, and it wasn't even Benteke. Them ones. It's I think it was Wilfried Zaha who got the flick on, and it's come on, bro,
The thing is, though, with Lindelof, that was the only header he didn't win. So I can't see that's a weakness that they've worked on.
He looks tight. He's tied on the ball, yes, I give you that. But he's not that much of a shoo-in as people kind of suggested. On FIFA, him and Maguire sounds very good, and you got this big brute, and then you got your man who's proper finesse, and I don't know. Sometimes
just across.
Man, I don't know what's going on, to be honest.
Yeah, it's nuts. And early in the season as well, it's even nuts. And now we have to go to Southampton, beat them. It's already playing catch-up.
That's a tough game as well.
Yeah, it is a tough game.
Obviously, they're all tough, really, and there's no really easy games. But again, today you'd think it's an easier game. Managers got handled.
I said this before, though, because in the preview I was saying, after we've beaten Chelsea and drawn with Wolves, if we win this game, it's a good start to the season. We go into these next couple of games thinking, comfy Southampton away, comfy Newcastle away, comfy. But when you've dropped points at home in a game you should be winning, and then you have Southampton away, and you have Newcastle away, Norwich away, Man United, we've got Liverpool at home, and that's when them fixtures start to think, right, these are a bit tricky, you know. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I don't know what the Arsenal-Liverpool score is, but again, it's like we're kind of hoping that it's again we have to have.
It's a draw or something like that, isn't it? Nah, I want it to be a draw still. Shit, man, we've already lost a game.
So I'm saying, how many games can you afford to even lose in the Premier?
Well, if you're looking to win a league, none.
So I'm saying.
I think you can lose one game max.
But you know, even for top 4, how many games? And you've already lost to Crystal Palace, mate. Oh, it makes me sick, man.
To be fair though, the champions lost against Crystal Palace at home last year.
Yeah, but even then it was a banger. You get me? Like,
does that mean we're winning the league, lads?
Like, yo, man's got absolutely like that was Townsend when he
that
one in it. Like,
and he's got,
if man scored them, you can't really say.
He's been nominated for the Pichichi Award with that, innit?
Yeah,
is that what it's called, the Pichichi?
Yeah, I think so. Still, if you lose a goal like that, then fair play, mate.
It's 1-0
Man
Liverpool.
got done by a flick on, and man got done just down the left. You know them like, or outright or whatever. Like, come on, man.
And if we
Aanholt, come on, bro.
But you see, if I was any other team, and this is the problem, I think you go to Old Trafford, you sit up shop, hit them on the counter attack, you're winning, bro.
Yeah, I think to be honest, I think a lot of teams will do exactly the same because they didn't do nothing special.
Yeah.
They literally didn't do nothing special. And even then, it's not like that. Zaha looks like their best player, but he had a quiet game until Shaw went off really, and shocking, man.
Frustrating, man. Man United lost. I did a vlog today as well. I was thinking, yeah, we're going to get some last-minute goal winner action on this vlog, and we did. Except it was for Crystal Palace. Anyway, we're at the car now, so we're going to make our journey home. Thank you for tuning in to Full-Time Devils, AdamMcKola TV. Full-Time Devils is on the way. We had some sick fan cams today, bare discussion and that. A lot of heated debate and all that stuff, so that's coming for you soon. Myself and Dean are back with the Aftermath live tomorrow, so keep it locked for that. And for now, Dean, any final words? Any positives?
Positives. The weather's nice, you get me? The weather's nice.
The weather's nice. In a bit, guys.